back to the person who left you hollowed out, the one who lied, the one who left, or the one who stayed just long enough to make you doubt your own stability. We tell ourselves it was a momentary lapse in judgment, a bad call we won't repeat. We cling to the idea that it was a simple mistake. This narrative supports our cultural belief that love is a rational sanctuary, a bond built on shared interests and mutual safety. But look at the precision of the wreckage. Your brain might have bypassed your conscious logic to engineer that catastrophe on purpose. Your conscious mind looks for serendipity, but your subconscious functions as a tracker. It filters through every person you meet, hunting for a very specific psychological profile. When we talk about having chemistry with someone, we are often describing the moment a biological trap has successfully closed around its target. In this framework, you don't choose who you love. Your partners are assigned to you by the unresolved architecture of your past. During your first years of life, your brain is a survival machine, mapping out its emotional environment. It records the warmth you received, but it pays forensic attention to the cold, every instance of neglect, emotional absence, or trauma. Psychology calls this Imago theory. It suggests we develop an internal blueprint based on the traits of those who first cared for us. These early wounds form a permanent, jagged profile in the adult mind, defined by what was missing. Your subconscious seeks the familiarity of that original pain, scanning for a partner whose dysfunctions fit your psychological gaps with surgical precision. When you enter a room full of strangers, your limbic system conducts a stealth audit. While you look for a nice smile, your brain is running a much deeper scan. Within mere milliseconds, it processes micro-expressions, body language, and pheromones to see if anyone matches your internal blueprint. If it detects a match, it triggers an alarm. Your system is flooded with dopamine for the high, but also norepinephrine and cortisol, the hormones associated with high-stress environments. This chart compares a secure connection to the feeling we call chemistry. On the left, a steady baseline. On the right, the erratic spikes of a stress response. Because this internal turbulence is so intense, our conscious minds mislabel the panic as destiny. Why would biology favor a partner who repeats our oldest agonies? Why wouldn't we gravitate toward what is safe? This is repetition compulsion, the mind's drive to return to the scene of an emotional crime. Healthy, easily given love often feels alien or unearned to someone with these deep-seated wounds. It lacks the familiar friction we've been trained to recognize as real. The subconscious believes if it can force a cold person to love us, it will retroactively heal the original neglect from our childhood. It's a rigged game. We hire new actors to play the villains of our past, hoping that this time they'll read a different script. If this cycle is so painful, why did it survive natural selection? Nature prioritizes resilience over our personal happiness. Its only goal is the continuation of the species through constant adaptation. Comfort doesn't force growth. By driving you into emotional battlegrounds, your biology ensures that your psychological defenses are constantly tested and refined. Heartbreak isn't a failure of the system. It is a feature designed to shatter your complacency and force you to evolve. Every grand passion and sleepless night of your romantic past followed biological laws that were written before you were born. We are operating under the shadow of a program we didn't write. Romantic free will remains a persistent illusion. The only way to stop the cycle is to achieve radical awareness of your own blueprint. Otherwise, you are simply waiting for your subconscious to hand the weapon to your next executioner.